Thank you, panelists, for being here for an for a discussion which is long overdue. We have covered the entire gamut of the hospitality sector, from hotels to housekeeping, from purchases to restaurants. But we haven't touched upon the humongous sector which is covered by the terms catering and banqueting. We're talking about MICE, we're talking about weddings, we're talking about big bill events, big billing events. So I will request Mr. Sunil Sikka. Do I see him? Yeah, I see him on the screen. Okay. So Mr. Sunil Sikka, he's a director on the board of the India Expo Mart Limited, Greater Noida. He's also a very well-known exporter. He's a member of the board of directors of the Royal Orchid Hotels. I think I don't have to introduce him well because people in the trade all know him and know about him. So, Mr. Sikka, the webinar is yours. Please inaugurate it.
I'd like to welcome all our esteemed panelists, friends of the IHE, and members of the audience. At India Expo Mart, we've taken a lot of steps on new social norms, which is now a new normal. The steps are having alcohol rub for everybody, thermal screening, constant disinfection of all surfaces, fumigation of all workplaces. We are also working on free face recognition system and scanning for registration so that it's a contactless. We are constantly framing all social distancing norms. So we are designing and implementing a constant procedures under the dynamic leadership of our chairman, Mr. Rakesh Kumar. So these are the steps which we are doing, and we can go from here.
Great. So we are talking about India Export Mart Limited, which is, of course, the host of this series of webinars. And Mr. Sikka, anything else you want to say? Or shall we start a discussion?
We should start.
Okay, fantastic. Great. Thank you very much. We'll begin with Mr. Sabas Joseph, whom we all know is the founder director of Wizcraft, really the big daddy of the events business. Mr. Joseph, I would like to get an overview from you of how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected your industry, and what are the prospects ahead? I mean, is there really light at the end of the tunnel in the next 3 months, 6 months? What is your time frame? What are you looking at?
First, thank you, Sorish, for the invitation. And it's lovely to be among friends of our industry, collaborating across the board. I have special thanks to Vijay, Sanjay, and Puneet. We worked together and enjoyed every relationship, of course, with Nitesh also. But having come to that, I think the COVID-19 phenomena, and I'm going to call it a phenomenon, hit us by surprise, hit us by shock. And I don't think any of us have had the time to prepare for it or react to it. And I would take this as one of the disruptions that caused, be it because of cyclone, be it because of drought, be it because of demonetization. Okay, and I would put this literally in the same category of catching you by surprise and you're not able to react in time to be able to deal with it. But having said that, I think what COVID-19 has done, it has brought the entire event industry, the hoteliering industry, the travel tourism industry to a complete standstill. I'll speak only just about the event industry to start with. We've probably lost about 6,000 to 8,000 crores worth business, which has just not happened. It's not postponed, it's been cancelled, or it can't happen. Okay, and whilst the lockdowns may continue, you'll have lockdown 4.0, lockdown 6.0, but I don't see anything really changing dramatically before August, September, and I would see it getting worse rather than getting better, as been seen across the world, especially in a country like ours where you've got dense population streams, etc. We're going to have that challenge. I don't think we are equipped to it. I don't think our government is equipped to it. And I don't think our health systems are equipped to be able to handle it. Having said that, I think companies and corporations are seeing opportunity in many of this. Some are seeing it as 3 months at a time. So in 3 months, you're seeing no touch. In 6 months, maybe low touch, and possibly over a period of time, an amalgamation of it. Many of us have moved to digital forms of communication, digital events, webinars like this, and several much more complicated formats that we are implementing. We're creating virtual studios, we're creating virtual events, tickets are being bought for online experiences. All of that is happening. There are education programs being run for online, et cetera, et cetera. So you're trying to gear up and make the best of it. Some of us have accelerated projects that
Sabas, you've lost your voice.
Fast track just now, so that some of the projects are being fast point to be able to cope with the and be able to create the opportunity that actually exists. So you've got that as a second. So you're fast tracking. You're trying to make the best of it. You've cut down costs. You've right-sized your companies. You've done everything that is possible in that space. But what I find most exciting, both for the event industry and for the catering industry, is that all of us have risen to the occasion. Event managers and issues and COVID-19 hospitals and patients. Many of the catering companies are providing food gratis first and then discounted for hospitals, for healthcare workers, for people on the streets, etc. And that's being done in thousands and lakhs. So the way both our industries have come forward, despite the hit that it has suffered, is really something that makes you feel proud, makes you make happen. But talking about the emerging world in about September, October, maybe post December, is going to be a world which I call phygital, physical and digital, where both physical and digital are going to go, and they're going to be intertwined, complete part of a virtual world, a virtual experience world. And that is the world that many of us are preparing for. That is the world I would tell the world to prepare for, because it's a world that is going to be real and it's going to be here to stay. Because
I love the expression phygital. I think this is the expression of the morning. We have got to get used to the phygital world. And that's a good note to move on to the next person. I'd like to direct the question to talking about Mr. Puneet Sikand. You have been in the business for a long time, in the catering business. And as Mrs. Sabas Joseph just said that, none of us was prepared for what happened. COVID-19 sort of struck us by surprise, and you're also, by the way, doing a lot of work among the poor and the needy. You're preparing food, we've got Sanjay Khullar who's here. You're doing a lot of, food charity also. Now, that's a great gesture, but now, Mr. Sikand, what does COVID-19 mean to you as a business, and how are you preparing yourself for the fallout?
I would like to say that our business, my business, is purely outdoor catering, which means you have to be involved with social gathering. And we don't have we cannot be digital, so to speak, in any form. We have to have intermingle with the society, the social gathering at that moment. And it's a long process of, the catering process is very long. You have to prepare food and then go to different venues. And then after that, you have to do service. It is hard to believe that we will be able to do a contactless service in any form in terms of large gathering. Even if it's 100, even if it's 50, it becomes very difficult for us to even fathom that we will be going ahead with anything other than things getting normal.
Right. So that's a little bit of a gloomy scenario, because one really doesn't know when are things going to get normal. I mean, people are even saying that even if there's a vaccine, it may take 2 to 4 years for COVID-19 to sort of, for us to accept COVID-19 just like any other flu, or, so we're talking about a long time frame, Mr. Khullar, you have been, of course, today's panel has been brought together by Sanjay Khullar. who's a very well-known person in Delhi. He not only Delhi but also Dubai. So he's a don of both Delhi and Dubai. So Mr. Khullar, what is your reading of the situation? And what Mr. Sikand said is very important. Those in the outdoor catering business, for them, social distancing and all are like alien to the craft, alien to the business. Mr. Khullar, you have to unmute yourself. Unmute.
The current situation which we are in right now, we'll have to see where the government takes us, because I saw the very funny kind of instruction from Kerala government how to do a wedding and marriages. It looks like we have to do a marriage in the hospital for 50 people. So I don't think if the government change the vision the way now. I saw yesterday the UK has allowed from 1st of July all the airlines to welcome to UK. Well, it's a good sign. How they are doing it, France is open, Dubai 33% restaurants are open. So there is a positive way of going. I would say we have to do something. Corona se darona. If we get scared from Corona, so that fear is not going to take us nowhere. So government, all of us has to fight. Let me tell you one thing, if somebody has a Corona, I have a friend of mine who's in London, whose family got a Corona. They were drinking tea 5 times, inhaling the steam and having the paracetamol and Petrocid. And after 5 days, they become negative. So please guys, I know it's too much of fear, too much of media going all over, by saying that this will happen. I understand that, not a problem. But we all have to get out very fast. You have to see other countries, how UK is allowing all the airline to come from 1st of July, because they don't want to lose their holiday season. All the Arabs goes to UK after July. So I think we all have to think positive. The government has to think positive. Mr. Trump has taken a decision, let people die, but I don't want my economy to go down. I think the government has to help us, and that fear has to go out.
That's right. That's very important.
If we think positive, yeah. And then I would say it's very important that social distancing and sanitization is very important, which is good happened. But ultimately, after October, it has to be natural distancing, not social. Social distancing is, you can't wear a mask and wear a Louis Vuitton and having a food and a drink. It's not possible. I think Mr. Sikand said very correctly. Our business is shut if we are going this way. But if the positive wave come in, if the other countries open up, if we see our neighboring countries are opening up, we should start opening up and let people save themselves. If I have a fever, I should fucking stay home. I should not go to the public and give Corona to anybody. I'm sorry, but this is not the way to go about it. We have to be positive and to fight the Corona well.
Right. Okay. Now, that brings me to Nitesh. Okay. Is that Mr. Sikka? Yeah, please.
Yeah. I like to reassure Mr. Khullar that human beings are social people. Okay. They are social animals. So it's a matter of time when they will like to meet and they'll have to go out. It is something like what HIV happened, okay?
Yes, sir.
So people were cautious and things are going on as normal, okay? So
yes,
I think Mr. Khullar, don't get disappointed. We'll all be in business for a long, long time.
Yes, sir. Sir, I tell you, already the parties have started.
That's right. Even my friends have started coming home.
The parties have already started. People have started meeting each other. Right. So I think the positive wave, we all have to fight for that. Right. That's it.
Okay, so Nitesh, you preside over one of the largest 5-star hotel, banqueting spaces in Delhi, NCR, and like we also know, Marriott International worldwide has put in place very stringent SOPs for social distancing and sanitary norms. So taking into account, what Sanjay said is valid. I mean, we cannot have people wearing masks and going to social occasions. You can't be, flaunting a Louis Vuitton bag and wearing a mask, or worse, maybe some sort of protective shield. And so how are you balancing the two, especially because all your banqueting spaces are indoors, like you have a humongous indoor banqueting space where the spread of infection is said to be faster. So how are you handling it?
Good morning, Sarish. Thank you for having me here, Mr. Kullar. Thank you for having me here. Hello to all the panelists. I know this is a very difficult time and I don't want to spend too much time about COVID. We all know what's going on. Let's put a couple of facts, Sarish, on the table, right? Now, catering for my hotel, and I think pretty much for Large City Hotel is, I mean, last year it was about 25% of the 301 crores that we made. So it is a substantial piece of a business. Catering is important to a hotel because it not only gives us rooms, but also food and beverage and adds to the overall positioning. Yes, we are on a stage of lockdown. Yes, we don't have any clarity. But what we've done is slightly, I think, ahead of the curve at Marriott International. Last month, we were the first ones to put our own entire plan called We Care. And at the hotel, we've kind of accepted a program called Shield We Care, wherein we have, Sarish, looked at every single touch point a guest possibly has across a hotel. So we went across and started touching that. If I was a guest and I walked in and I was going from a catering perspective, a rooms perspective, or a dining perspective, we started touching whatever we could possibly touch. We came up with a list of about 194 areas which were touched. Now, if I'm traveling to any other hotel or if you're traveling anywhere else, the first question comes to our mind is hygiene. And I think we've really taken our processes to the next level by completely reimagining the entire guest journey. So right from the time you come outside your aircraft, the airport rep meets you. Yes, he will still be there to meet you. You get inside the car. The car has got a partition so that you don't see the chauffeur. Then each and every area we've actually made QR codes and embalmed them with videos so a guest can see using his camera phone how this place was actually cleaned. So the team, believe it or not, using GoPros, we actually made about 194 videos of every single area in the hotel. Yes, we got a 2-stage temperature check. We got thermal screening. In fact, we bought 2 more in the lobby. So in case somebody's infected, has got a high fever, because a lot of guests are taking Crocines, not knowing what it is, and the fever could fluctuate. So the entire lobby is covered with thermal scanners, so you can actually see if somebody's temperature is going up and down. Coming to catering, I fully agree with Mr. Kullar. It is a matter of time. We are a social sort of economy. We like to meet people. We enjoy our weddings. We enjoy the big parties, the bars, and all of that. So we have taken considerable measures to ensure that these infections don't happen. Now, the biggest point is in a buffet. All of us do buffets of various sorts. I think that's going to go through a very radical change, Sarish. So what have we done? So for instance,
because buffets are, people. I was just watching a Japanese video yesterday. Buffets have so many touch points,
Exactly.
And potential carriers of the COVID-19 virus.
So I'll tell you what we have done. We've actually ensured that no guest will touch the buffet himself or herself. There'll be servers placed along wearing PPE, masks, gloves. Yes, it will look odd, but at least it'll instill faith in somebody that this hotel or a department or outdoor caterer is taking considerable sort of care in the same process. We've also tried to move away from large-scale chefing dishes to smaller portions, which guests can kind of take away. And today, there's enough crockery and glassware for us to kind of reimagine the entire experience. The teas and coffee stations, etc., they are now, of course, being manned all the way. Now, initially, we've got about 30,000 square feet of catering space across the hotel, and the grand ballroom could take up to 1,400 people in theater style. So now we've actually reimagined the space. We can't do more than 400 people. So with actual social distancing norms, entire audiovisual bit, the technology bit is completely configured to be touchless and fully assisted. I mean, we got enough manpower with us. Going forward, I think it's very important. And sorry, Mr. Kullar, if I may use your platform to request that all of us should get together and put forth to the government couple of basic acceptable norms which all of us in the business of outdoor catering or banqueting will apply. While the government has given enough norms about how a hotel should work, so the rooms need to be sanitized twice a day. There are these massive electrostatic guns which are available now to disinfect larger areas. We actually imported 3 of these machines from the US, beautiful machines. They were actually using in the paint industry. But that is the fastest way of disinfecting a 20,000 square feet area in about 15 to 20 minutes time, if you have the right equipment. So if
what equipment is this?
Sorry, it's called an electrostatic sprayer. Now, initially, it's nothing new. It's being used in the automotive paint industry. So when they paint cars, so when the paint is sprayed at the edge, there's a little negatively charged charge which goes out, which dispels the particles in a much more uniform manner.
Right,
So
right.
with this, if you use it with the chemical sprays, we working with Ecolab and Diversity. If you use that, the spraying is much more is much more universal, as against a very focused area. In fact, there are studies which have shown that the 30,000 square feet area can be easily sanitized in about 25-30 minutes using a very little amount of chemical. So I think it's important that all of us come together and make certain norms for the banqueting and the catering industry and give it to the government. Now, for instance, we actually also made a lot of protocols. See, banqueting and catering does not work along with the caterer alone. There are multiple of ancillaries involved. For example, there is an event team, right? Who are taking incredible amount of care. There's an audiovisual team which is involved. Then we have the servers who come in and help us. So we've made protocols for each and every department. How will they interact with us in a hotel? Believe it or not, I've got a wedding on the 24th or 25th of this month.
Of this month?
Yes, it's a very small wedding, and it's on the premise that yes, we'll be allowed to operate. So that is the little cue. So in case it's not allowed and the guest goes away, but it is a wedding for about 50 people, right? And we have the largest banqueting hall. So again, what have we decided? Initially in our banqueting business, we would charge a minimum revenue, right? About 35 lakh for the entire hall to be used. We're doing away with that because it doesn't make sense. So in my view, yes, 3 to 5 months will be a problem. But starting November, December, if we don't have a second wave, we've got about 10 weddings already signed up. So I think we will have to accept it. The guests have accepted it. You know, all of us, I don't know if you fueled your car recently. If you go to a petrol pump, you actually interact with the person using a digital Paytm code or a credit card code. So it's a matter of time before we all learn and adapt. I think it's not that gloomy. Yes, 3 to 5 months you have to weather the storm. But longer run, I think we should come back to normalcy with care put in. So please let's put a plan together.
It reminds me of the aftermath of 26/11, you know. We immediately after that, there was security checks in all hotels.
That's right.
You know, and suddenly we were inconvenienced, you know. But we all have accepted it now. If you don't see a security check, we get a little worried, you know. Like
Absolutely.
what's the problem, yeah? Okay, so, you know, I will, there are some, you know, Mr. Sani, I know, has a very interesting thing to share with us. We have Mr. Ramesh Dang. They'll be giving the perspective of banqueting, banquet halls. We have Mr. Vijay Arora, who is the organizer of big events, again himself. So, but we, you know, because we have talked a lot about surfaces. And Mr. Khanna, you are in the business of providing, among other things, providing seating to banquet halls. And, you know, so tell me, what are you thinking of as a long-term business strategy to make your business sort of, you know, how will you incorporate all these new material that are coming to the market which are antimicrobial? Mr. Khanna, please unmute yourself. Yeah. Please, again, you've muted yourself.
Am I audible?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Suresh, for calling me today. And I have just doing a lot of research for the new banquet furniture. See, now I agree with during this COVID season right now, the banquets is going to be the last organization to come in, because first we're going to open the hotels, the rooms, the restaurants, and then the banquets. And banquet has a lot of revenue because it gives about 25 to 30% of revenue to the hotels. In fact, in the marriage season, it gives about to 50% to 60%. Because with the banquets, the rooms are also there. It's a whole package deal. So what I was doing a lot of R&D, checking out, talking to all my friends in the banquets on other hoteliers. If a banquet hall is about 4,000 square feet and you're using 50%, that means 500, automatically the social distance is always there. Because you only use 50%. Today, if my capacity of a banquet hall is 300, I can only make it to the optimum use of 150. So that way, secondly, all the furniture which are there, now we are designing these banquet tables which are without frills, with the stainless steel folding mechanism, which is very light in weight. One banquet person can just easily lift up the whole table of 4 feet or 5 feet dia. Second advantage of these tables are you can sanitize them, You can put all spray guns. Even the surface is laminated. It's PU laminated, which is a new material, which even it's washed away for this COVID-19 especially. So secondly is all the other equipments which we are manufacturing. I just tell them you have to make it more user friendly, more smaller in size, more practical, because now we all have to do multitasking. Since it's COVID, we have to cut down our cost, the labor. So we have to make things very friendly user, very practical. So this is my uptake in the for the banquet family.
Now, are you implementing it? What you're talking about? Are these technologies or are these techniques available?
I've already started.
Very good.
Very good kind of banquet tables just for this COVID-19.
Right. I think so. Already people have started thinking ahead, and so Mr. Dang, you have seen this business for more than 30 years. If I'm not mistaken. But again, as Sabas said at the beginning, this is one crisis which has come absolutely unannounced. So, Mr. Dang, please tell us, what are you, because you have got a very big facility in Delhi, North Delhi. What are you doing to sanitize your entire setup?
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। सेवन सीज मैं अनफॉर्चुनेटली आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि हमारी कंपनी जो है 5 स्टार होटल में भी डील करती है, बैंक्वेट हॉल में भी डील करती है और केटरिंग में भी डील करती है। तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली कोविड-19 की वजह से आज जो प्रॉब्लम आई है इतनी बड़ी, सबसे पहले तो हमें दिल्ली सरकार से और एमसीडी के हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट से ICMR को मिलके हमें अपनी प्लानिंग करवानी पड़ेगी उनसे कि किस तरीके से हम लोगों के मन में ये प्रॉब्लम खत्म कर पाए कि बाहर का हमने खाना नहीं खाना या बाहर नहीं मिलना, या मिलना है तो कैसे मिलना है, उसकी प्लानिंग क्या हो सकती है, हमने लोगों को बुलाना है तो कैसे डिस्टेंस से लोगों को बिठाया जाए, किस तरीके से उनको खाना प्रोवाइड करवाया जाए। इसके लिए हमें बहुत बड़ी प्लानिंग की तरफ जाना पड़ेगा और लोगों के मन में पहले तो विश्वास बनाना पड़ेगा कि आप हमारे यहाँ पर पहले तो 50 लोगों को इन्होंने जो किया है वो बहुत कम काउंटिंग में आता है। मैं समझता इसको 500 तक, 200 से लेके 500 तक जब तक हम नहीं कर पाएंगे तो ना तो केटरिंग का बिजनेस हो पाएगा, ना बैंक्वेट का, और ना जो बड़े 5 स्टार होटल है उनके अंदर हम जा सकते हैं जो हमने इतने बड़े बड़े हॉल बनाए हुए। तो पहले तो हमें गवर्नमेंट से प्रॉपर लोगों के मन में विश्वास बनाना पड़ेगा कि हम किस तरीके से अपने काम को आपको सेफ्टी के साथ में अपने यहाँ पर आपको फूड प्रोवाइड कराएंगे, फंक्शन को बेटर कर पाएंगे। इसके लिए हमें एक अच्छी लैब बनानी पड़ेगी, इसके अंदर अच्छी लैब के अंदर जो डॉक्टर्स वगैरह जो प्रोवाइड प्रॉपर रखने पड़ेंगे, अपने पैनल पे ही रखने पड़ेंगे। हमें हर चीज को टेस्ट करके लोगों तक जाएंगे, कैमरे हमारे लगे होंगे प्रॉपर तरीके से कि हमारा जो आपके सामने आपकी हर चीज की प्रिपरेशन हो रही है और किस तरीके से हाइजेनिक तरीके से हम आपको प्रोवाइड करा रहे हैं। फूड पीपी किट के साथ में स्टाफ को प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा लोगों की सर्विस के लिए। सिटिंग हम जब प्रॉपर दे रहे हैं, एंटरटेनमेंट का भी प्रॉपर करना पड़ेगा ताकि लोग आपस में ज्यादा ना मिले। एक टेबल पे बैठ के हमने प्री प्लेटेड सिस्टम से ही सब कुछ करना पड़ेगा। सबसे पहले तो सबसे ज्यादा जो जरूरी है, लोगों के मन में ये धारणा है कि बाहर का खाना आपने नहीं खाने के लिए जो आज लोगों के मन में आ गया है, उसको हम आगे कैसे लेके आए।
बिल्कुल,
ये सब डिपार्टमेंटों से जब हम प्रोवाइड करवा लेंगे अपने लिए तो मैं समझता हूँ कि हमें किसी बात की भी दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। पीछे बैक सबसे ज्यादा जो हमें देखना पड़ेगा अपना बैक हाउस जो बाहर से सामान आता है उसको हम किस तरीके से एक प्रॉपर तरीके से रिसीव करते हैं, उसको कैसे प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, लोगों तक प्रोवाइड कराने के लिए हम किस किस प्रोसेस से जाते हैं ताकि लोगों को ये न लगे कि आगे तो सब कुछ ठीक है, पीछे से क्या आ रहा है, इसमें कोई सामने लक्षण तो नजर नहीं आते। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि अगर हम सारी इंडस्ट्री मिलके इस सिस्टम को पहले बैठकर लोगों के मन में डालें कि हम किस तरीके से अच्छा कर सकते हैं, गवर्नमेंट से पहले परमिशन करवाएं और उसके बाद हम काम कर पाएंगे। कि हम पहले मन में सोच के बैठे होंगे हम ऐसे करेंगे तो लोगों तक तो बात पहुंचेगी नहीं। सबसे पहले हमें लोगों तक जाना है, लोगों से डिपार्टमेंट से जाना है, डिपार्टमेंट से अपने होटल, केटरिंग, बड़ी जगह है। सैनी जी ने बड़े पंडाल बनाए हुए हैं तो 150 लोगों के लिए थोड़ी बनाए हैं, वहाँ अगर
बिल्कुल।
500 लोग या 1000 लोग जब तक आएंगे नहीं, उनके भी खर्चे पूरे नहीं होंगे और केटरिंग वालों के भी खर्चे पूरे नहीं होंगे।
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि हमारे बारात घर में भी मिनिमम कैपेसिटी 500 लोगों की है। तो जो
रात भर
NDMC ने जो
बैंक्वेट हॉल
बारात घर
जितने भी
बनाई,
हैं 500 से 1000 लोगों के हैं, काफी बड़े बड़े।
बिल्कुल, हाँ,
उन
बिल्कुल,
उन जगहों को जब तक हम प्रॉपर यूज नहीं करेंगे तो आगे हम
नहीं,
चल कैसे पाएंगे। हालांकि हो सकता
नहीं,
है ये 6 महीने 8 महीने की प्रॉब्लम हो, लेकिन
नहीं,
ये हमारा जो नेक्स्ट साया शुरू होता है नवंबर दिसंबर में, तब हम
राइट,
आज बुकिंग हमें 6 महीने आगे करनी होती है। जब तक
बिल्कुल,
लोगों के मन में आज हम नहीं बिठाएंगे अच्छी बातें, तब तक लोग आगे की बुकिंग कैसे कर पाएंगे।
right.
तो आज
So,
हमें एक
I'll
स्ट्रॉन्ग
just, Mr. Ramesh, this is gentleman Rajiv Gopinathan, who was asking me to just quickly translate what you have said, because he's having a little difficulty catching on to Hindi. So I'll just tell Mr. Gopinathan three things, One, Mr. Dang has very rightly said that we must get rid of the fear that the public has. As an industry, we have to get rid of the fear that the public has about eating outside, about entertaining outside. Second, we have to work with the government, with the state government, as well as ICMR, to prepare very realistic rules about banqueting. We cannot have a situation where only 50 people are allowed in a banqueting setup. I mean, that won't help anyone. That won't help anyone recover costs or even make it worthwhile to have be in the banqueting business. The third, of course, he was saying that there is a greater need now to maybe invest in microbiology labs so that all the food material gets properly tested and so that there's absolutely no fear in the mind of the public about the food that they are being served and about the people who are serving the food. हाँ रमेश जी, और कुछ आप बोलना चाहेंगे?
मैं आपको कुछ और बातें भी बताना चाहता हूँ कि देखो आज आने वाला टाइम जो है, देखो पहले पास्ट प्रेजेंट और फ्यूचर हमेशा से इसमें काफी चेंजिंग होती रही है। इस जमाने में हम सिंपल अच्छा खाना खिलाते थे तो लोगों को अच्छा लगता था। फिर हमने प्रेजेंटेशन का जमाना आया, वो हमने अच्छा किया। फिर वैरायटी ऑफ फूड का जमाना आया, वो भी हमने काफी बेटर कर दिया, पूरा वर्ल्ड में हमने दिखाया इस बात को। आज जमाना आ गया कि हम अपने फूड को कितने अच्छे तरीके से, कितने हाइजेनिक तरीके से प्रोवाइड करा रहे हैं, और हमें लिमिटेड फूड रखने पड़ेंगे। इसमें हमें प्री प्लेटेड जो सिस्टम आपको बता रहे हैं उस सिस्टम में ही जाना पड़ेगा। चाहे हमारे वो स्नैक्स प्री प्लेटेड आएंगे, चाहे हमारा खाना प्री प्लेटेड आएगा, चाहे हमारा स्वीट डिश हमारी प्री प्लेटेड आएगी, तो हर चीज को प्री प्लेटेड से डाउन टच के हिसाब से हमें चलना पड़ेगा, तो हम इस इंडस्ट्री को आगे ले जा सकते हैं। और लोगों के मन में सबसे ज्यादा जो है विश्वास बनाना पड़ेगा। जब तक विश्वास नहीं बना पाएंगे हम इस इंडस्ट्री को आगे नहीं बढ़ा पाएंगे। इसके लिए हमें लोगों में विश्वास बनाना प्लस गवर्नमेंट से विश्वास बनाना, ये दोनों काम हमें करने पड़ेंगे, जिस वजह से हम आगे इसको चला पाएंगे इंडस्ट्री को। नहीं तो आज होटल इंडस्ट्री सबसे बुरी हालत में है और हम ये सोच के बैठे हैं कि हम कर लेंगे, 50 या 200 लोगों से कर लेंगे, इस इंडस्ट्री को चला लेंगे। मैं समझता हूँ बहुत मुश्किल काम है, क्योंकि लोगों के फिक्स खर्चे इतने ज्यादा हो चुके हैं। और इस इंडस्ट्री के साथ में सबसे बड़ी बात है, और कम से कम 100 इंडस्ट्री जुड़ी हुई है, चाहे वो ज्वेलरी की इंडस्ट्री है, चाहे वो कपड़े की इंडस्ट्री है, चाहे हमारे इवेंट्स की इंडस्ट्री है, सारी इंडस्ट्रीज के साथ जुड़ी हुई है। तो इस इंडस्ट्री को जब तक हम आगे नहीं बढ़ा पाएंगे, इसके पीछे गवर्नमेंट के पास रेवेन्यू भी नहीं आएगा। जो सबसे बड़ा रेवेन्यू हमारी इंडस्ट्री से आता है, वो इतना बड़ा रेवेन्यू बहुत कम जगह से आता है। आज एविएशन इंडस्ट्री जब तक नहीं आएगी, हम रूम को नहीं चला पाएंगे। तो ये सारे पॉइंट ऐसे हो गए हैं, हमारे साथ ही आगे बढ़ती हैं हर चीजें। तो हमें पहले अपने आप को स्ट्रॉन्ग तरीके से लोगों तक विश्वास बनाना है और गवर्नमेंट को आगे लेके आना है। और गवर्नमेंट से भी हम चाहेंगे हमें फैसिलिटी दे गवर्नमेंट। आज एविएशन हमारे ऊपर जितनी लोगों ने मैक्सिमम किराए की जगह ले रखी है या इंटरेस्ट पे पैसे लेके अपनी जगह बना रखी है, तो दोनों जगह से हमें एक सिस्टम को ठीक करके करना पड़ेगा, तो हम आगे बढ़ पाएंगे। ये तो हमें हमारे लिए 6 महीने में निकालना मुश्किल हो जाएंगे। आज 2 महीने में हमारे ऊपर इतने खर्चे पड़ गए हैं जो कि आने वाले टाइम में उसको पार लगाना बहुत मुश्किल बात है।
बिल्कुल।
तो मैं ये
I think there is a point, what he's saying, that in 2 months the burden has been so much, so what talking about 6 months is seems very far away, sort of very, and that's really an additional burden which I mean not many will be able to bear. So Mr. Vijay Arora, that Mrs. Sani, I hope your video is ready. We'll come to that right after Mr. Arora. Right after Mr. Arora, yeah. So, Mr. Arora, do you see, see the whole wedding business? As Mr. Dang was saying, the wedding business is not just one business; it's a multiplicity of businesses, from event managers and wedding planners to florists, musicians, hairstylists. There's so many people, photographers, so many people involved in it. Do you think, and plus, of course, there's a big business of destination weddings. Do you think destination weddings are going to go out of fashion, or will there be new destinations coming up in India, which will counter which will do away with the need of people going abroad? And do you also feel that the whole social distancing issue that has come up, will that affect the whole business of destination weddings?
Good morning, Mr. Suresh. Good morning, all the panelists and the listeners. Thank you very much for inviting me here. First of all, I'll just tell you, we do a large format, definitely destination and weddings in India. Mr. Suresh, I think COVID definitely has come with a lot of challenges, but it has come with a lot of, the scope for us to expand different forms, because as far as destination weddings are concerned, it seems a far. I don't see it happening for next 12 to 18 months outside India. But definitely in India, destination weddings will increase a lot. What is that we will have a very good season this year. Definitely things will open up. First things will open up, government will open and allow another social in an outdoor space by September, October, wherein we without AC environment, and by November, December, when we are ready, the cases start reducing, we'll be able to elsewhere. Just to give you an data, that every year there are about 770 weddings happens only from Delhi, which are international destinations. So that will start coming back to India now. So the business will definitely go to increase. There are weddings which are on hold now. So in summer we were doing been postponed. They have already put these spaces in Jaipur and new places for Jan Fab. So definitely the business is going to increase. So it's a very, very good sign. Because of this, Indian destinations will work and we'll have a business. I would like to say, and the challenge is calling us and asking us India, but pretty also a big hotel for the wedding, up to 500 people. So if we can create more, that will be excellent. If we can through this medium and get, because requirement is going to be. So
may I just please may I ask the technical team? There is a problem with the sound. Tusharji, Radhika, there is a constant problem
I'm checking,
with sound.
Sureshji.
Yeah, please. In fact, a lot of our audience members are complaining they cannot hear.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. Vijay, 1 minute, please. I just get the sound fixed. I'm getting the sound fixed. We can't hear you. Wait, not. We don't want to lose some of the interesting points you just made about, businesses sort of not completely disappearing, but being kept on hold. A lot of weddings are on hold, and January, February may be the time when we'll see certain splurge in this business. You expect a very busy January and February.
Definitely. And it will increase. And
Mr. Arora, if you could probably go to a place where the network is better.
I think maybe a problem is there's a network issue at your place. I'll just take a break. I'll go to Mr. Sani and Mr. Arora, I'll come back.
I'll log in.
Okay, hello, Mr. Sani. could you first play the video that you've prepared for us?
हाँ स्क्रीन चल रहा है। हाँ
स्क्रीन गायब है। हाँ मेरा मतलब ये है कि तूने अब म्यूट नहीं है ना?
नहीं, अब मैंने म्यूट किया हुआ है।
आगे बढ़ा दीजिए।
Thank you very much, Mr. Sani. It's really, Mr. Sani, as you know, is the founder, of GNH Hospitality. They run the biggest, I think, banqueting facility in Delhi NCR. I may be wrong, but it's definitely one of the biggest, namely ADOT.
Yeah.
I think that is itself a humongous layout. And there's a lot of demand for this video to be put on, to be shared with our audience. May I assure the audience that the video will be shared with all of you. Each one of you who has registered for today's seminar will get to see this video. It will be put up, and our technical team will ensure that it reaches all of you. Now, by the way, our webinar is also will be on YouTube shortly. So all our webinars, in fact, are on YouTube so that you can see them. Okay, so now coming back to the next round of questions, Mr. Sabas Joseph is temporarily gone out of screen, but I will sort of request him to come back here. Okay, Sabas, I was wondering, you've heard now everyone, but you're also talking about a huge number of events which have been cancelled. Unlike marriages, they cannot be postponed by a year or 6 months to wait for things to return to normal. So now, like say, big awards events, all that you are famous for, big conferences, big exhibitions. How do you think they will? What shape will they take in the months to come? Because the fear will always be there about big events.
Well, you are right about it. I think we will move to that low touch, high touch kind of, low touch and no touch kind of phenomena, or a lifestyle of execution. I think Mr. Saini's video is very much indicative of that treatment and that approach. You will have exhibitions which will have physical distancing. You will have events that will have physical distancing. And like you have an Aadhaar card, I am certain that you will have a COVID-19 card which has your health check sorted out, before you enter the place, etc. We're evolving very fast, okay? Systems are coming into place across the space, and digital integration, tracking your customer journey from beginning to the end and beyond will help you be able to manage that and to make sure people who are coming in are secure, people who are going up from the venue are also secure, so community spreading is also controlled, etc., etc. There is a certain level of responsibility that is coming across the space. And genuinely, at the event industry, our association, EMA, has already issued some kind of guidelines on which we require to function. I could share that with you. One is sanitizing of any venue being used for corporate social events or shows. Two is wiping down with 60% alcohol content sanitizer. Very much similar to what the catering hotel business is looking at, toilet facilities, etc. Ensuring that all event personnel dealing with the public use medical gloves. So it's an entire laundry list that literally goes on to protect the individual who's working on the event, all of that. What you saw in Nitesh Gandhi's presentation of JW Marriott using a large banquet hall which would accommodate 500 people or 50 people, I think you'll reach a stage wherein 500 people will reach, you'll accommodate 250 people. You may not be able to accommodate 50, but 250, you will have a sit-down service rather than buffet service. You will change some of those protocols and those norms to be able to accommodate business. And I really believe that in the fight of lives versus livelihood will win. And we will go back to working because no government can fund us. No government can save the economy beyond ourselves. So people will go back to work, and going back to work will give them a certain level of confidence. I think there was an Israeli scientist who said it very correctly. Just let me finish. He said very correctly. We require to protect children, and we require to protect the oldest people beyond 60, 70 years. If we do those two things and we protect the rest of the world can get COVID-19, will recover from COVID-19, and life will carry on. When the vaccine comes in, the cure comes in, that will manage ourselves. So if we are able to protect our oldest and our youngest, we will have a way out of this entire mess.
One question which has come up for you is, what about the talk about online exhibitions? Do you think exhibitions can go online, or will that be a short-term trend rather than a long-term measure?
I'll be honest. Exhibitions are already going online. They've already gone online. IMEX, which used to be a massive physical exhibition in Germany or Vegas, has now become online. One. Two is very important, is that what has happened is that every event in the digital world will be physical and digital. So suddenly that banquet hall that could accommodate 500 people suddenly will become an event for 5,000 people. 500 in the banquet hall, balance 4,500 on digital. So digital streaming, engagement, etc. will become normal. Maybe without catering. Maybe some of the hotels will provide catering through Swiggy and Zomato to deliver the food, etc. at the homes of the people. But the truth is this, that we are going to all we're going to revolutionize, and that change is happening, and that change we cannot avoid. That change is a new change, because we were happy to be doing a seminar earlier with all of us in the same room on the same stage. Now that doesn't exist. Now we are so happy doing this webinar. Everyone has saved time, become effective. We are able to talk, listen to each other more comfortably, and move forward. So really, we are changing, we are evolving, and I'll tell you, in the long run, livelihood is going to win over lives. It's going to be precedence, and we will keep moving forward.
So it's always very inspiring to listen to you, Subhas. I love your line. Livelihood will always win over life.
Suresh, can I say something?
Sanjay, come please.
Okay, now see, China already had an auto show in a physical show. It's all happened. There is a show happened in Korea. So I can see even in Expo Center, all the shows the dates are blocked after October. Okay, they're all waiting for the government ruling. If the government ruling is positive, let me tell you, I am 100% sure after October, we will have a physical show and the digital. That's how the Sabha said. But physical shows will start for 100% the way the world is going right now. You can't shut the business. Digital is not going to take nobody's nowhere. So we have to, people are doing it. Not that it's not happening. Now, IHE 2020, we are planning to do virtual, but all of us, board members, are also looking at it. If the government allows, if things gets better, we might do some physical IHE show with virtual. So I think things get positive, what I can see all over the world. So we should all wait for that. That's it. I think within a month we'll be clear.
Right. In fact, I think we'll ask Mr. Dadu at the end of Sochiye. What shape will IHE 2020 take place? At the end, I'll ask you this question. What is the future? Are you, because, as Mr. Ramesh Dang pointed out, that look, people like him are doing business with hotels as much as they're doing business with banquet halls, than business at their own venue. So, Nitish, are you working in close conjunction with catering companies, or do you just rely on your own catering to run your show?
So, thank you, Suresh. No, currently we allow only our own catering. We really enjoy making good food, and so we actually do it ourselves. And
so now, which brings me to my question: what are the protocols you have in a kitchen? Because it has to start in the kitchen.
Absolutely. So from in a kitchen, I think we've been certified as ISO 22000 certified for the last 3.5 years. And we take kitchen hygiene very seriously. So right from temperature checks, all that is in place. In fact, what we also started doing, we do a lot of outdoor, we're doing home deliveries of food. And believe it or not, on Mother's Day, we served almost 150 cakes all around Delhi NCR. We deliver on our own. So people are still ordering food from hotels because I think there's a higher level of hygiene. But here we are delivering food ourselves rather than going through a Swiggy and somebody else. So from a hygiene perspective, and now what we're trying to do is get guests who are ordering food to see a live stream of the kitchen being seen at the same time. So they can really...
How many resident guests do you still have in your hotel?
So we've got about 30 long stays. I mean, guests who are staying with us for over 2.5 years. It's like the home for them. But I really like what Sabas said, an idea of doing... And it's really got me thinking about, having a 250 people physical meeting, maybe 500 people, participants watching it digitally, and we serving food to them at the designated lunchtime. I think it's a great idea, can be worked upon. So together, I think we really need to do more. But here, my request is that I think while hotels and all of us doing, but also for event partners, like you said, it's a big allied industry. All of us need to have common minimum norms, which all of us will agree to, and then as a community, go out and market. Listen, we are all members of X community, and this is what you can expect from all of us. It's not about only one person doing it, because even if there is one bad experience on any event side, that ripple effect will go everywhere, Suresh. So I think it's time that all of us put together certain norms and we can help each other put it together and stick to them.
I think that is in fact, that is the whole idea of today's event, also today's webinar, to get the diverse voices to speak on one platform, so that you can present one case,
Yeah.
One, like a lot of questions, Mr. Puneet Sikand, I just asked Nitesh about the back-end hygiene that is put in place, the protocols that is put in place. What about the catering industry? There are banquet halls in our cities, which don't even have proper kitchens, Are we doing something to, Mr. Sani, I'll also ask you this question. I'll come back to you, but Mrs. Sikand, how are you dealing with the health and hygiene aspects? I think one big positive of this COVID-19 is you're all become very concerned about health and hygiene. How are you dealing with the issue? You have to unmute yourself, Mrs. Sikand.
That's true, Suresh. We are getting very conscious, and there are different phases of outdoor catering. Why I'm saying outdoor catering, it is to do with I don't possess a hotel or a restaurant. I just do outdoor catering. So that is my business, my profession. First of all, we do have 22,000 ISO ASAP in our own kitchens. We are even doing something more according to the regulations of the government, whatever they come, and they keep changing and they're coming up again and again. We're uncertain about that also. Let's take a scenario that we have a catering in an outside venue. It could be a banquet hall, it could be outdoors somewhere. Now we prepare food very hygienically, we ensure everything is properly done according to the regulations, temperature check, etc., and we load it into our trucks. Now, if we have, say, our own pathology department in our own kitchens, we see everything is fine, but it is transported in a truck and it is taken to a different venue. Now, the venue, if it's outdoors, normally all the kitchen setups are in tents. It is open, and so many people are around that tent. It could be a florist, it could be the various people who are around that place when we get our food. Now, we have to handle the food to offload from our trucks. That means we have to have contact with the utensils, although they are covered and they are looked after, but we have to have contact with the splits. After that is the service time. When the guests arrive, they all come in herds. It could be 50 people or 100 people because they've all been invited at the same time. Now, to serve them food, that is another challenge, which if it's not a buffet, if you do only pre-plated, as Mr. Dang said, that you can think of doing pre-plated. Now, pre-plated means that you have to serve. Someone may not be able to, may not like to have dinner at a stipulated time. It could be, he may like to have a drink and have it later on. So it's all staggered, the service. So you cannot have so many people also. So it is another challenge of service of pre-plated food. Despite of that, what about the bar? I mean, if you have drinks in your service, you cannot have a water in a separate container, all in glasses, or you have to pick it up yourself.
Right.
There
has to be contact. There has to be manual intervention.
Martini, and he has to handle the shaker and everything. So ice cubes. So these are all minute things. Apart from that, what about the clearance? A person has to come and clear. It is very close to, it's a close proximity to the client. So this is completely, in a disarray. I'm in a dilemma myself. How will I be able to perform even for 25 people? Apart from that, if you do banqueting, if you're saying you're talking about, say, 1,000 capacity banquet hall, 1,000 people, and you're doing only, say, 250, does it make sense, business sense, to put on the air conditioning on and for the whole hall and then do it for 250? Or maybe you have to divide it. If you divide it, the space becomes smaller. It's the cost. It's the business. You have to think of the business also. You just cannot.
That's right.
And
I think therefore, this whole, what Mr. Banga had said, that there is Mr. Dang had said, that there is a need for the government, the ICMR, everyone to sit together and come up with realistic norms. I'll quickly go to Mr. Joseph, because Sabas, he has to leave. Any parting thoughts before you leave the show?
Thank you, Saurish. Thank you, everybody. I think I've loved the comments made by every panelist on this on the webinar. The most important part that I would like to say is that what we're dealing with calls for collaboration. Collaboration because collaboration because all of us need to work together. Puneet is right. He's not responsible alone for what happens in the catering side. Every florist, every event manager, every electrician has an equal responsibility to be able to deliver to the same norms, to start with, one. Two is we have to be responsible, and it starts with responsibility. Because we're not just responsible to our business, but we're responsible to our staff, people working for us, the guests who are coming in, our partner staff, I mean, those who are working in catering. They may not be related to events, but if I'm responsible for all of them, then there'll be a different kind of approach that we'll take. So it comes with responsibility. And the more we are able to succeed to deliver high standards, safe standards, the more people will get confidence. Confidence is not going to come from government. Confidence is not going to come by saying, allow work to happen. Notice you open your office, people will not come to work immediately. Though they want to come to work, they'd say, no, there's no need. I'm being able to deliver all my work from home. Don't worry, I don't need to come to office. They have to get that confidence. That confidence comes from actually delivering quality and doing it consistently. Then people will have that confidence. So it's up to us to make that change. The third part I'd just say is that we require to be agile and flexible, keep responding to the situation as it comes, and we need to do it consistently together, keep sharing with each other, because in everything, everyone working together, we will win. Together is the only choice that we actually have. With that, I'd just like to say thank you very much. It's been an honor and a privilege to be out here. I have a personal emergency because of which I require to leave. I'm sorry, Sanjay. Apologies. Yeah. Thank you.
All the best. Take care, Sabas. God bless you. Thank you. Mr. Sani, one question that a lot of people are asking, they were very impressed by your video. But can you give us a little more details about what chemicals are you using? Everyone hears of this sodium hypochlorite, but what chemicals are you using? What give some details about this sanitary procedures that we saw on your video. Unmute yourself.
I have a question for him. 1 minute. Then how are they going to work with the catering companies and event companies? For Mr. Deepak Sani.
Yeah. Right.
Hi everyone. Myself Deepak Sani. आपने बड़ा अच्छा सवाल किया कि हमने सैनिटाइजेशन के लिए क्या करा। हमने वो एजेंसीज को डिप्यूट किया है जो हॉस्पिटल्स को सैनिटाइज कर रही हैं आज की तारीख में। आज की तारीख में सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट जो है वो हॉस्पिटल्स हैं जिसमें लोग जा रहे हैं और कोविड के पेशेंट जा रहे हैं। हमने उन्हीं एजेंसीज को हायर किया है कि हमारे वेन्यूज को सैनिटाइज करने के लिए उनकी प्रॉपर टीम्स आ रही हैं। वो हमारे टीम्स को भी ट्रेनिंग दे रही हैं, सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स को भी दे रहे हैं, स्टाफ्स को भी दे रहे हैं कि कैसे आना है, जैसे ही वो एंटर करते हैं उनके शूज को सैनिटाइज करना, ए से लेकर जेड तक सारी चीजें वो उनको बता रही हैं, क्या केमिकल यूज हो रहे हैं। प्रोफेशनल हमने जो हॉस्पिटल्स को, जो मेदांता को, मैक्स को जो सैनिटाइज कर रहे हैं, उन लोगों को हमने हायर किया है अपने पैनल पे। बॉस, मैं आपके इस प्लेटफॉर्म से एक बात कहना चाहूंगा, जो मिस्टर डैंग ने एक बात कही है, हमारे सारे पॉइंट्स हम कर लेंगे। हमारे स्टाफ के अंदर आज 60 दिनों के अंदर हर आदमी को पता है कोविड-19 क्या चीज है। एवरीवन नोज कि व्हाट इज कोविड-19। चाहे वो आप हमारा एक छोटा सा हाउसकीपिंग वाला है, चाहे वो एक सिक्योरिटी वाला है, सबको पता है कि उनको जैसे मोबाइल यूज करना है, ऐसे हमें कोविड-19 से अपने गेस्ट को भी ठीक रखना है और हमने भी उनसे एक सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बना के रखनी है। सबने आरोग्य सेतु अपने मोबाइल्स में ऐप में डाल दिया, बट हम सब कुछ कर लेंगे। हमारे पास जितने भी इस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर लोग हैं वो अपने फील्ड में एक एक प्रोफेशनल है। उनको पता है कि उन्होंने अपने स्टाफ को कैसे ट्रेन करना है, चाहे वो इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर है, चाहे वो केटरिंग डिवीजन है, चाहे वो फोटोग्राफर है, चाहे वो कोई भी हमारे वेन्यूज के ऊपर जो भी आता है। बट हमें सबसे पहला जो पॉइंट है, जो मैं रमेश जी की बात से सहमत हूँ, हमें एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आना है। हमें एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके अपनी बात गवर्नमेंट को बतानी है कि गवर्नमेंट को कि हम अपनी लिए ये चीजें कर रहे हैं। इतनी देर में ये ना हो कि गवर्नमेंट सोचे, अभी तक गवर्नमेंट के माइंड में कि ये तो सबसे लास्ट चीजें हैं, आप लग्जरी सेगमेंट में हो और सबसे बाद में आप लोगों का नंबर आता है। नहीं, हमें अपनी बात रखनी है। हमने गेस्ट आज जो हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने आत्मनिर्भर जो निकाला है कॉन्सेप्ट, उसके लिए आप माइस को लेके, मैं वेडिंग्स की बात में मैं बाद में आता हूँ, सबसे पहले मैं आता हूँ माइस, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, कॉर्पोरेट इवेंट्स के लिए। हम अगर एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके अपनी बात रखें, जैसे सब्बास ने बहुत अच्छा आज पॉइंट दिया कि अगर हम 500 लोगों का एक इवेंट कर रहे हैं एक हॉल के अंदर, वो 5000 लोगों को डिजिटल दे सकते हैं। हम अपनी बात एटलीस्ट गवर्नमेंट को बात बोलें कि बॉस हमने ये तैयारियां करी हैं और हम इसको लेके अपने एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेके जाना चाहते हैं। जैसे मिस्टर पुनीत सिकंद ने बात कही कि केटरिंग्स के अंदर बहुत बड़े चैलेंज आते हैं कि एक पंडाल लगा हुआ, उसके बाहर एक छोटी किचन बनाई हुई है। हमारे को जो केटर है, आज वेन्यू होल्डर को सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं, बैंक्वेटिंग प्लस खाना, दोनों एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे है। जितनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी केटर की है उससे ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वेन्यू होल्डर की है। हमें उनके लिए किचन, हाइजीन, एवरीथिंग हमें प्रोवाइड करके देनी पड़ेगी। चाहे हमें अपने जो प्रॉफिट्स हैं उनको थोड़ा कम करना पड़ेगा, पर गेस्ट को मेंटली सेटिस्फेक्शन हमें एक प्लेटफॉर्म से देनी पड़ेगी। जी जब आप मेरे यहाँ एंटर करते हो तो ये 15 टचिंग पॉइंट है, ये मेरे सैनिटाइजर सिस्टम है, ये मेरे प्रोसीजर है। मिस्टर गांधी ने एक बात कही, अगर एक मूव भी हमारा गलत हो गया तो वो पूरी इंडस्ट्री को ले डूबेगा। जैसे कि आज से 6 साल पहले, 7 साल पहले होता था फायर्स के नॉर्म्स को लेके कि भाई एक जगह पंडाल में आग लग गई या एक जगह वेन्यू पे आग लग गई तो पूरी दिल्ली के अंदर वो सख्ती कर देते थे। उसी हिसाब से अपने फायर्स के नॉर्म्स को अडॉप्ट किया। ऐसे अब हमें कोविड-19 को अडॉप्ट करना है अपने मेंटली सेटिस्फेक्शन पे। आज की तारीख में स्टाफ के दिमाग में ये बात आ गई है कि सर हम सब कुछ अपने तरीके से, और स्टाफ ने करना भी शुरू कर दिया है अपने आप ही। वो अपने आ गए हैं, क्यू लगाते हैं, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग रखते हैं, अपना रूम को सैनिटाइज कर रहे हैं, कैसे उन्होंने करना है। बट अभी हमें गेस्टों के अंदर अवेयरनेस लानी है कि उनका एक हौसला बढ़ाना है कि सर हम एवरीथिंग इज प्रिपेयर। अभी मैं उस दिन एक एयरलाइंस के वेबिनार्स में था, उसमें एक बात ये हो रही थी कि जी ये जरूरत की चीज है। आज एयरलाइंस बहुत जरूरत है कि लोगों को कम्युनिकेटिंग करनी है एक तरफ से। बॉस हमारी इंडस्ट्री भी बहुत जरूरत है। आज अगर जब तक हमारा माइस नहीं शुरू होगा, जब तक हमारे कॉन्फ्रेंसेस नहीं शुरू होंगे, तब तक ये धंधा ऑन प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं आने वाला है। आज आप ये सोच रहे हो कि गवर्नमेंट हमारे बारे में सोचेगी, वो सोचेगी, बट वो लेटर स्टेज आएगी नवंबर दिसंबर तक की। तब तक हमारे लॉसेस इतने ज्यादा हम गेन कर चुके होंगे कि वो बर्दाश्त के बाहर हो जाएगा। आज हर चीज हम कर लेंगे अपने प्लेटफॉर्म। केटर को बढ़िया किचन दे देंगे, इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइजर को बढ़िया सपोर्ट कर देंगे। हर आदमी अपने फील्ड में प्रोफेशनल है, हर आदमी को पता है कि मुझे इस बीमारी से कैसे बचना है, वो सब है। पर फर्स्ट जो मिस्टर डैंग की बात है कि सबसे पहले हमें एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके अपनी बात, चाहे वो आईसीएमआर है, चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट है, चाहे वो हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट है, उन तक एक अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन बना के और एकजुट। मैं ये ना कहूं कि बैंक्वेटिंग है, केटर है, 5 स्टार होटल्स हैं, कोई भी हमारी इंडस्ट्री से जो लोग जुड़े हुए हैं उनको सबसे पहले एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आना चाहिए। एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आके एक, बेशक अगर 50 लोगों की अगर हमें अलाउ करिए तो हमें 50 लोगों की अपनी अगर फिजिकली कॉन्फ्रेंस करनी है, उसके अंदर लोग बुला के कि हाँ अपनी बात कैसे रख रहे हैं, एक प्रॉपर प्रेजेंटेशन हमें अपनी गवर्नमेंट को देनी चाहिए, जिससे कि अगर हम नवंबर दिसंबर तक की वेट करते रहेंगे तो हमारे हाथ से गाड़ी निकल जाएगी और हम अपने लॉसेस बेयर करते जाएंगे। नवंबर दिसंबर में बात आएगी, नहीं यार ठीक है इसको हम आगे देखते हैं, ये करते हैं। आज की तारीख में हमें जरूरी सेगमेंट नहीं समझा जा रहा। हमारी इंडस्ट्री को हर चीज में सबसे बाद में रखा जाता है। 45,000 करोड़ की हमारी इंडस्ट्री है। आज मैं ईमा के माध्यम से भी बात कहना चाहता हूँ, चाहे हमारे 5 स्टार्स के हैं, चाहे FHRA है, चाहे कुछ भी, हमें अपनी बात एटलीस्ट सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट को बतानी चाहिए। किचन की बात है, हम सबसे नंबर 1 पे हैं। आज चाहे 5 स्टार होटल है, वो अपने नॉर्म्स में करता है। हर आदमी की अपना अपना ट्रैक है। बैंक्वेट वेन्यूज का एक अपना ट्रैक है, 5 स्टार होटल का एक अपना ट्रैक है। बैंक्वेट वेन्यू की स्ट्रेंथ जो आउटडोर केटरिंग है, आज मेरे वेन्यू के अंदर अगर कोई क्लाइंट आता है वो सबसे पहले मेरे से बात करता है जी मेरी केटरिंग, क्योंकि उसको अपने खाने का स्वाद चाहिए। हर चीज हम बढ़िया कर लेंगे। केटर सब समझदार हैं, सबके पास अपनी हाइजीन है, सारे लाइसेंसेस है, सारा कुछ और लोगों ने अब कर लिया है।
So what you're asking for is a code which is understood by all. आप कह रहे कि ऐसा एक हेल्थ कोड बने,
बिल्कुल,
तो एक कोलैबोरेटिव अप्रोच से बने कि आप लोग भी उसमें शामिल हो डिसीजन मेकिंग में, ऐसे नहीं कि आपके ऊपर थोप दिया गया हो।
बिल्कुल।
और जैसे on lot of issues the government itself is not very clear. जैसे सैनिटाइजेशन टनल जो है, FSSAI कहती है कि it's not necessary, it's not safe, but the sanitation tunnel is also being recommended by others. You know, say, in fact, a lot of government departments have already installed sanitation tunnels. You know? In the airport, we are seeing sanitation tunnels coming up. तो अभी भी बहुत अनक्लियर है ये पूरा जो मामला है, बहुत ही अनक्लियर है. इनफैक्ट वो मिस्टर रजत पांडी ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ आर्ची has just asked, has just made a point, and I think I will ask again Mr. Dadu to comment on it in his vote of thanks. Is that our chairman, Mr. Rakesh Kumar, had said that IHC or IEML is taking the lead in putting together like a national health and safety code. How far have we progressed on this code? I think we need some sort of a guideline for the entire industry to mull over and come together on. So we'll ask Mr. Dadu this at the end of the discussion. Mr. Vijay Arora, we are running out of time, but we lost your voice, so I'm going to come to you to sort of give us. By the way, thank you, Mr. Sani. There is one more question. Okay, I'll ask you to end it. Mr. Arora, you were talking about the wedding business. Can you make the point again about why the wedding business will come back in a big way?
Definitely, I think wedding is the biggest celebration in anyone's life. Diwali comes every year, Holi comes every year, पर wedding जो है वो किसी भी इंसान के जिंदगी में एक बार आता है. And Indians wants to celebrate this festival with huge, big way. So I don't think that people are still holding back their weddings. I was telling you, there are 600 weddings across India which goes internationally, which will now happen in India. So people are still looking for new options or new venues inside India, which is easily accessible through a road journey from different places. So ये जो 600 शादियां बाहर जाती थी, ये सब इंडिया में वापस आएंगी. And the wedding which was supposed to happen in this summer, which is all being almost 80% weddings has been postponed. सिर्फ शादियां जो छोटी जो आज हाउस में जो शादियां हो रही लोगों की, those are people who as it is are not spending much on the wedding, but people who want to spend a lot and people who wants to do a grand wedding, they are holding on for government to announce the next step, and definitely these weddings will happen in December, January, February. And one thing I want to tell everybody, we all need to work in a collaboration, which Mr. Sabas said, that actually wedding business is a 45,000 crore business in India. But it is only in a 60 to 70 days in a year. It is almost depend on a Saya date. So if we as an industry is just running a campaign where we are saying that Har Din Shubh Hai. So I want everybody or every hotel and everybody to promote this and tell these people कि ऐसा नहीं है कि जो हमारे सरदार भाई सिख कम्युनिटी और क्रिश्चियन कम्युनिटी जो हमारे इंडियन कम्युनिटी के अलावा डेट्स के अलावा शादी करती है तो उनकी शादी सक्सेसफुल नहीं होती. तो I would like and tell everybody to please promote this campaign which says that Har Din Shubh Hai. If we expand our number of days, everybody will get benefited out of it.
So Mr. Dang, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? ये it's an interesting idea. हर दिन शुभ है. आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं इसके बारे में? एक अनम्यूट कीजिए प्लीज सर. और दूसरी बात मैं आपसे पूछूंगा कि ये दिल्ली बैंक्वेट फेडरेशन के माध्यम से आप इस बात को छेड़े हैं कि सरकार को कुछ आपके साथ बात करनी चाहिए और एक साथ कुछ काम करना चाहिए इस विषय पे.
अरे में हमने केजरीवाल से भी मीटिंग का टाइम रखा हुआ है और इसके लिए सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी जो है, हमें सबसे पहले हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट में, जैसे आप बोला आपको ICMR, MCD का हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट और दिल्ली सरकार का भी हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट, इन तीनों से हमें जब तक नॉर्म्स बना के लोगों के मन में ये बात नहीं लेके आएंगे, लोग घर से बाहर निकलें और फंक्शन करना चाहते हैं तो बड़े फंक्शन भी कर सकते हैं. छोटे फंक्शनों से हमारा कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला. इसके लिए हमने केजरीवाल से बात करने की अभी कोशिश कर भी रहे. हम लगभग बात हो भी गई है, वहां तक बात पहुंच भी चुकी है और 4-5 दिन में हम मिलेंगे बैंक्वेट फेडरेशन की तरफ से जी. हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि हम 300-400 लोगों तक नवंबर-दिसंबर में 500 तक की गैदरिंग को हम कवर करा लेंगे. सबसे पहले आज हमारा जो इंडिया के अंदर लॉकडाउन सक्सेस हुआ है वो लोगों की मर्जी की वजह से हुआ है. गवर्नमेंट ने तो लॉकडाउन किया, लोग आज घर से नहीं निकले डर की वजह से. आज हमें लोगों के मन से वो डर खत्म करना है कि अब जो है कोरोना के साथ जीना सीखो, जैसे गवर्नमेंट ने बोला है. हमें लोगों को ये बोलना है कि कोरोना के साथ जीना सीखो. अपना जो पहले कर रहे थे, सब कुछ कर रहे थे, वो करो. लेकिन सेफ्टी के साथ करवाएं।
जी
तो हमें पहले जब तक हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट से लोगों के मन में ये बात नहीं डलवाएंगे तब तक
जी
हम अपने आप को आगे नहीं बढ़ा पाएंगे। और इसके लिए हम पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हो जाएगा। फेडरेशन की
जी
तरफ से हम पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं और पूरे
जी
चांस है हमारे होने के। लेकिन जब गवर्नमेंट अपनी तरफ से ऐड करेगी, लोगों के मन में ये बात निकालेगी कि आप सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग करते हुए आप फंक्शन कर सकते हो सोशल, या कंपनियां फंक्शन कर सकती है, तो हम उसमें सक्सेस हो जाएंगे। जैसे सैनी ने बताया कि हमारी इंडस्ट्री में सब लोग बहुत काबिल हैं हर चीज को करने के लिए, तो मैं समझता हूँ वो चीजें सारी हम कर लेंगे, हेल्थ की भी, हर चीजों की भी, लोगों से भी मिल जाएंगी, सब सिस्टम बन जाएंगे। लेकिन पहले लोगों के मन में बात हमें निकालनी ही पड़ेगी। हमने अब डिजिटल कॉन्फ्रेंस भी शुरू कर दी है। अपने एचओडी डिपार्टमेंट है हमारे 22 सारे एचओडी डिपार्टमेंट को हमने इसके लिए ट्रेनिंग देनी शुरू कर दी है। एचओडी आगे ट्रेनिंग देगा, ये सारी चीज हम कर रहे हैं। एक नए डिपार्टमेंट हमने बनाए, कैटर टू केयर, ताकि जितने डिपार्टमेंट है उसके ऊपर जो हमारे जो वर्किंग है उसको केयर करके लोगों को दिखाना है कि हमने सब कुछ केयर तरीके से हम काम कर रहे हैं। तो ये सारी चीजें तो हम लोग कर लेंगे। जैसे हमारे सब जितने, चाहे वो कैटरिंग वाले हैं, चाहे बैंक्वेट वाले हैं, चाहे 5 स्टार होटल वाले हैं, ये सारे सक्सेस है इस काम में, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है किसी को भी करने में। लेकिन हमें सबसे पहले लोगों के मन से बात निकालनी पड़ेगी और गवर्नमेंट से परमिशन लेनी पड़ेगी और गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से लोगों तक अपनी बात पहुंचानी पड़ेगी कि आप फ्री होके बाहर जाइए और अपने को मेंटेन करिए। तो मैं समझता हूँ हम सक्सेस हो जाएंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
रमेश जी, अभी हमारे इसके टाइम निकल जा रहे हैं, पर एक मैं धन्यवाद रमेश जी। एक आप सैनी जी, मैं आपसे एक बात पूछ रहा था, 1 मिनट आप बता सकते हैं, व्हाट आर द केमिकल्स दैट यू आर यूजिंग, are they safe for the food? Some people are asking, all these disinfectants that you're using, are they safe for food? The Sani ji, unmute कीजिए please.
जो पेस्ट कंट्रोल की और जो ये सैनिटाइजेशन की जो कंसर्न कंपनी है, मैं उनसे बात करके जिनको चाहिए आप एक बार कमेंट्स में दे दीजिए, उनको बता देंगे कौन कौन से ये केमिकल्स और ये सारे यूज कर रहे हैं। उन्होंने हमें जो बताया है कि जो हम टनल्स के अंदर जो हम सैनिटाइज टनल्स बना रहे हैं, उनके अंदर हम जो गाड़ियों को लेके आने की जो हमने जो सैनिटाइज का हमने भी एक मॉक ड्रिल भी करी थी, उसकी अभी वीडियो भी हम 1-2 दिन में शेयर करेंगे कि जो गाड़ी आ रही है और जो गैस है, तो हम गाड़ी को सैनिटाइज कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। और वैले जब गाड़ी लेता है तो हम वैले की जो गाड़ी पिक करता है उसका एक प्रोसीजर है, आपको वीडियो आएगा उसके अंदर सारा आ जाएगा और इसके अंदर केमिकल्स के नाम भी
ये प्लीज हम हमारे साथ शेयर कीजिए। हम अपने जितने भी आज जिन्होंने भी आज रजिस्टर किया है उनके साथ बांटेंगे।
Sorry to answer your question.
Nitesh,
So we're using chemicals from a company called Diversity and Ecolab. It's a chemical called,
very well known.
Yeah, it's a company called Virex 256, and the dilution is about 4 ml in 1 liter of water, which lasts for, out of 1 liter is about 275 rupees thereabouts, and that is completely food grade. Now, but again, the trick is, just as Mr. Sainy's house is mentioning, is that after you apply these chemicals, you have to wait for about 10 minutes for the whole thing to evaporate because they're high alcohol based. Only then can food be used. So no chemical is used and immediately work with food. You have to wait for the application time. So training and learning is very important here.
Right. I think I think we have lot of Sani ji, Khullar, Mr. Khullar, I'm coming to you.
Yes.
Sani ji बोल रहे थे।
मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि जो सैनिटाइजेशन का है, आप इसके लिए प्रोफेशनल टीम्स को हायर करें, अपने आप खुद ना करने की कोशिश करें। मेरी ये रिक्वेस्ट है सबसे, क्योंकि केमिकल्स का है, इसमें कितने ml उसके अंदर डालना है, कितने लीटर पानी के अंदर डालना है, उसके लिए प्रोफेशनल जो लोग हैं उन्होंने भी ट्रेनिंग्स ली है, तभी हमने उन लोगों को रिक्रूट किया है। तो मेरी ये
चीज जो कह रहे थे that the dilution is very important,
Yes.
And
yes.
after the dilution, after the use of the chemicals, there has to be like a rest period.
नहीं, इसमें देखिए मैं बताता हूँ, केमिकल्स है, किचन का केमिकल्स अलग है, जो फूड एरिया है वो अलग है, जो कॉमन एरिया से अलग है, लॉबी के अंदर क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, टॉयलेट्स के अंदर क्या यूज कर रहे हैं, उनके अलग अलग केमिकल्स हैं। तो मैं तभी इसका मैं आंसर आपके उस पर नहीं देना चाहता। इसकी एक प्रोफेशनल चार्ट है, उसके अंदर आप चार्ट के अंदर पढ़िए और उन टीमों को हायर करिए। और मेरे जो इस आपके कहने के माध्यम ये है कि हर चीज का इलाज हो जाएगा, सब चीज हो जाएगी, बट सबसे पहले हमें लोगों का डर निकालना है कि डर कैसे,
डर का इलाज निकालना है।
बस
कहते हैं ना, डरो ना,
कोरोना से डरो ना,
कोरोना से डरो ना।
वो संजय जी ने हमें स्लोगन भी दे दिया है, तो हम संजय, यू वांटेड टू से समथिंग।
Okay, now see, there is a chemical now which has been produced in Germany. I've been working on it. We are getting now, I will also share with everybody, you can wash vegetables and meats with that to kill all the viruses. It's already developed, which we will introduce, maybe I will share with everybody. It's already come. So it's a good sign that everywhere we are killing it. So
please share all
it's
this
going to be available.
information. Please share all this information with Radhika
I
Arora,
will share.
my colleague.
I will share.
We will put this in the public domain so that everyone can benefit from it.
Yes.
Mr. Khanna, even you, the work you are doing about sanitizing, tables,
and the new furniture which you have made for the.
I think
I'll just give you a presentation. I'll give you a
please,
presentation.
Please, that would really helpful. But the Daduji is famous for his last words. तो आप बताइए, पर आपको दो प्रश्न के उत्तर देने हैं. एक तो आपको बताना है कि IHE 2020 में क्या होने वाला है. अभी आपने कुछ प्लान्स बनाए हैं, और सेकेंडली IEML जो फ्यूचर जो इवेंट्स करने वाली है उसके लिए कुछ उन्होंने कुछ उपाय निकाले हैं. अभी आपकी कुछ प्रोटोकॉल्स हैं जो आप फॉलो कर रहे हैं. दादाजी, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ.
यस
जी.
सबसे पहले मैं सभी अपने पैनलिस्ट का और सभी ऑडियंस का धन्यवाद देता हूं, आभार व्यक्त करता हूं. देखिए, सभी अभी अपने फील्ड के सब एक्सपर्ट सामने बैठे हैं और सबने बहुत अच्छे सजेशंस, बहुत अच्छे व्यूज दिए हैं और रिमार्केबल. लेकिन मैं इसमें कहना चाहूँगा कि जो हाइजीन सेफ्टी कंप्लायंस है, इसके लिए हमारा IEML और IHE ये बहुत अच्छे से हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं. तो टोटल एंटायर हॉस्पिटलिटी सेक्टर के लिए हमने पूरा एक क्या किया है और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के सामने हम इसको बहुत जल्दी प्रेजेंट करने वाले हैं ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ ऑल हॉस्पिटलिटी सेक्टर. तो अभी देखिए, गवर्नमेंट की जो गाइडलाइंस आती हैं, सब कुछ इस पर डिपेंड करता है. हम लोग तो बहुत कुछ प्रयास कर रहे हैं, ऐसा होगा और वैसा करेंगे, सब कुछ अच्छा सोचेंगे और अच्छा कर भी लेंगे, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट की गाइडलाइन के अंदर ही हमें काम करना होगा. उसके लिए हम गवर्नमेंट से बात कर रहे हैं, एक सुटेबल अच्छा सॉफ्ट हमें एक गाइडलाइन दें ताकि सब लोग उस पर काम कर सकें. और बाकी सब एक्सपर्ट हैं, जितनी बातें सब सुनने में देखने में आई है, तो बहुत सारे नए विचार सामने आए हैं और उम्मीद है कि हम लोग इंडस्ट्री को सर्वाइव करेंगे. और लोग एक तो गवर्नमेंट को नंबर ऑफ गेस्ट है वो बढ़ाने पड़ेंगे. ये 50 लोग 100 लोग से अगर कोई पार्टी करते हैं, सर इतने बड़े बड़े वेन्यू होते हैं, इतने बड़े बड़े, तो कहाँ से खर्चा निकलेगा. उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट से बात करी जाएगी. जैसे बताया, केजरीवाल साहब से मीटिंग कर रहे हैं आप लोग, और जब तक ये गैदरिंग 400-500 तक की नहीं होगी, इंडस्ट्री सर्वाइव नहीं कर पाएगी. तो मेरा तो कहना यह है कि सब लोग मिलकर एकजुट होकर काम करेंगे. IEML और IHE दोनों बिल्कुल आपके साथ खड़े हैं. कभी भी किसी बात की आपको हमसे कोई भी हेल्प चाहिए, हम बिल्कुल फ्रंट लाइन पर हैं. अब हमसे बताइए, गवर्नमेंट के पास जाना है, डिपार्टमेंट के पास जाना है, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर के पास जाना है, फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर के पास जाना है, हम सब लोग आपके साथ तैयार हैं. थैंक यू सर.
Thank you very much, Daduji, and thank you, panelists. It has been a very informative session. Please share whatever information you have with us. We will share it with all our audience members. We have got audience members from the different parts of the country, from Goa, from Indore, you name a place it's represented, or from Calcutta. So we have a national audience which is listening in, and they would like to partake of the information that you've shared. Please, if you have videos, if you have got presentations, please share it with us. We make sure it reaches all our panelists and all our audience members. Thank you very much. This webinar will be on YouTube very soon. We are also planning to maybe, there's been a demand that this discussion should be carried offline, and maybe we should start a Facebook page. I'll have to discuss it with our technical team, whether we can start a Facebook page where we can start putting together all this information and carrying this discussion forward. Thank you so much for sparing your time. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, Suresh.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.